Hey, I wanted to answer, somebody had a good question about playing in the key of D and some D licks you can use. There's a lot of times you play in D, you're playing stuff that sounds a lot darker, a lot of modal tunes that ends on that open fourth string. I'm going to kind of stick to that for this video because you have more of the happier stuff. So if you're playing, you play an I'll Fly Away and you play it in the key of D, you wouldn't want to play a lot of modal, kind of bluesier type sounds most of the time. So you stay kind of happier there. But remember, when you're in the playing D, that's the D position. So any D position D licks that you would normally do in the key of G, up here. That scrolling idea you could do down the neck. But I wanted to stick to kind of the more bluesier type of sounds that you hear on things like Man in the Middle. Boxcars has a version on YouTube of that. You can check out, trying to think what else there might be. Man of Constant Sorrow, when Ron Block plays it, they're playing it out of the D position. It's just moved up to key of E. I think it's E for that one. But one of the first things you can do is a little bit different type of roll pattern. You double the fourth string open, and then you do one backwards roll, and then you turn it back into a forwards roll. You hear that a lot of times. So that sounds good on those type of songs. And then you can, go slide into the G chord from the third fret on your fourth string. And then if you're going to the A, you don't have to fret all of them across the second fret. You can just fret the third string a lot of time. And then you can, another thing you can do is a lot of times the home position isn't going to necessarily be on the second string, third fret. It's going to be more your D7th position. It gives you a lot more variability there, a lot more options on notes you can grab that are kind of in the blues scale. So a couple things you can do there is, let me just play around. We'll see what we can figure out. So you can hammer on the third string from 1 to 2, and also double by playing the first string open, and you get that. And then you alternate back and forth from the fifth string open. And that's another good way to end if you're going back to the D, is to do a walk down. It's kind of like doing the D lick up the neck when you're in the key of G, except it's walking down. You can either use the first fret on the third string and play that with the thumb, and then play it open with the index, and then the third fret, fourth string with the thumb, and then open with the index finger. Now, I think I do put an open first in there. Let me do that again. Yeah, that's it. Just a quick variation on that is you can do a pull off. Instead of going the first strings, you can do a pull off, the first fret. Do a pull off on the third string, second fret. And I got one more, and it's kind of the, you got a 2-measure tag lick. You're waiting for somebody to come back in to start singing or something like that. And what you can do there is a kind of a walking idea. Let's see. So it's So there's a few ideas for you. If you have more questions, go ahead and you can send them to me, and I'll see if I can explain them in a little more detail. That was kind of just a quick overview there. Hope it helped.